So I'm Juan with Reva Electric. I'm a senior at UF studying electrical engineering, and this is my company. At the base of it, we make electric bikes. We're trying to increase the rate of adoption of sustainable electric transportation by introducing the next generation of electric bikes. And we're going to do that basically just by not making bikes that suck. So today I'll just show you some of the bikes we built, talk to you about my history and just kind of our plans for the future. Cool?
Yeah.
So how's this? So yeah, actually last week we were shooting for Wipeout Wednesday, our new Instagram Hall of Fame shot, and I crashed the bike, and I broke the bike, and I broke my arm, and I broke my brain too. So a little slow today, but we're gonna hop back on the saddle. So back in high school, when I was 16 and I just got my driver's license, I kind of developed this huge fascination for electric vehicles, electric cars in general, and I didn't have any money back then, but I really wanted an electric car, and so I went online and I saw what options there were, and nothing affordable, but one thing I did notice was this huge stark contrast between what was available. On one end of the spectrum, you had this really cheap, low quality electric car. The manufacturers don't care. They just want to get it out there. They want to get their tax cuts. And on the other end, you have these other like super hyper electric cars, which are completely disconnected with what people want, and they're way too expensive, and they're kind of weird looking. So I couldn't really handle this. My little 16-year-old brain couldn't handle this. So I spent the next 3 years and all of my money that I got from working at Publix building my own electric car, which was really fun and really great. Started at 16, never really finished, but it really ran pretty well when I got it going. And I learned a lot from this, and it worked great, and I drove it around everywhere around town. Everyone saw me. I didn't have a hood for it, so it looked really strange. But I love this car, and I drove it everywhere. But then when I moved to Gainesville from Daytona Beach, where I grew up, this fascination with this electric car kind of ended because I encountered Gainesville traffic. So the thing is, with Gainesville, it's not very friendly with cars. I'm sure you guys have all been there once or twice, and there's no parking on campus. Good luck doing that. Everyone already moves around with scooters or bicycles, and if you want to park, you have to park like a mile away from class. You have to get there early. So now I'm at UF, and my car is valueless. So what am I gonna do? So tried the bus. That sucked. You're either 20 minutes early or you're 20 minutes late. There's no in between. I tried a bicycle, and that's not fun either, because then you get to class, you're sweating. I tried one of these motorized gas things. Have you guys heard those? They sound like these little dirt bikes riding around. That was horrible. That was really bad. The entire thing just vibrated apart. You smell like oil and gas walking into class. People ask about it. So then I started looking for an electric bike, right? And just like the electric cars, I found this really close similarity on this spectrum, where on the one end you have these regular bicycles where they just throw a battery pack on there and they throw a little motor on there and just call it a day. And then you have this Inspector Gadget type thing, which costs $15,000, and again, just completely disconnected with what people want. So you can kind of see where the cycle is going. I decided to build one that wasn't on this spectrum. And then I built another, and 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 I built another, until I was somewhat happy with what we got. And if my arm wasn't so busted, I would have brought that one, and I would have shown you guys it, because that's currently my current ride. So what makes our bikes so special is kind of the whole platform. The issue with the electric bike market right now is there's thousands and thousands and thousands of electric bike manufacturers, but really they're all just private labeling and drop shipping from overseas. So of all these electric bike manufacturers, I would say there's less than 10 that actually design the bicycles, design the electronics, and manufacture it themselves. This is really big, because if you look at the electric car market, where before Tesla, pre-Tesla, you had the exact same thing that you see with electric bikes, where you buy a regular car. These manufacturers, they take a regular car, they take the gas engine out, they put a battery pack in the trunk, and they put an electric motor where the gas engine is, and they call it a day. The thing is, it doesn't really work as well as if you were to create a purpose-built solution. So Tesla came along, right? And they took the car, the electric car, and they designed it from the ground up to be an electric car, which gave them all these advantages. They put the battery right at the bottom, so the super low center of gravity, gave them great handling. 2 motors right next to the wheels, right where they need to be. Designed everything themselves, so all the technology was theirs and all worked together well. So we kind of took the same approach here in designing an electric bike from the ground up to be an electric bike, and that affords us the great opportunity of creating a bike that doesn't suck. We got the 30, 35, 40 bike, so it's 30 miles per hour top speed, 35 pounds of weight, which is super low, and we give it 40 miles of range, which is also really high end up on the spectrum there. And it's only $1,200, cheap, relatively speaking. On top of that, the electric bike industry is growing really, really fast. I've only got 30 seconds left, so we're going to go through this quick. But that being said, it's way, way, way bigger in Europe and the Asian Pacific region. So from what we can tell, it's going to explode in the United States as well. We see a $3.3 million market potential in 2020. So that's what we're going for. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.